Good afternoon, dear colleagues. And we start our work, and the topic of the first press briefing is the new generation of business experience and prospects. Our speakers are Vitaly Pazdry, coordinator of IRS remote Ukrainian business event for children. Also, an assistant professor, Andriy Poplyuyko, assistant professor of accounting business, Vadym National Institute, Roksolana Levytska, representative of the NGO Circle.Media, organizer of summer camps of professional orientation. Welcome on stage. Good afternoon, dear colleagues. I'm Vitaly Pazdry. I'm a coordinator of IRS remote Ukrainian business event for children and teacher of Vadym National Economic University of Kyiv. Now we are trying to create a lead that is ready to achieve high results. That's why the most important is professional orientation of the youth and their direction to economic steer and development of their economic potential. Ukrainian business should be professional, responsible, and able for constructive changes, not only in these conditions, but also in the future, in international development of Ukraine. Ukraine should integrate into the European space, and we should feel European 100% in the European Union. To realize this mission, we have different programs of support, but the most important thing is to support not only business, but to create opportunities for the youth. To develop themselves, to search themselves in this direction. And professional orientation is very important for children, and it should be started not when they are 20. We should start when they are teenagers or even in primary school. One of these initiatives was in 2014. There was a business competition contest, and the situation, of course, wasn't stable, but we had 15 finalists from all the regions of Ukraine, including Crimea, and we saw that these children are oriented, result-oriented. They want to build Ukraine of the future. And in 2015 and also in 2016, we broadened our circles of partners, and we have support from the government and also from the Ministry of Education of Ukraine, also Coca-Cola Company and International Consulting Company, PSG, support us, and they see prospects and the need of these projects for the youth. And we also got support from the Economic University, that is the base for this competition. And we are supported by some leading schools, both in Kyiv and in different regions of Ukraine. And also we are supported by NGOs, and also business organizations. So there are many partners who support us and who provide changes. They don't wait for this bureaucracy machine, this system. They do these changes themselves, and also some initiatives are created, and this is very important for the whole society. In this contest, children not only do some tasks, but they have ability to have a company with the sum of 10 million, and they produce some products, they establish price, they create some situations in competitive environment. They are not hearing about business, they live it through, and they understand the process of in the economy. And if, for example, they want to be involved in some other spheres, but of course they should have some economic knowledge, because this is important in our conditions. And whether they have knowledge or not, they can gain some knowledge, and they can gain some skills. And through this program, they have the opportunity, without leaving their house, without leaving the institution, they can do something interesting. And now it is very interesting, not only for kids, but also for universities and for the parents of the children to develop their skills in economic sphere. Also, registration is open, and they can register individually, and then there will be 20 finalists, and there will be some investment in the activity. Some transfer will be paid by our sponsors, and this stimulates their engagement into business, and they can get some results, and they can show themselves at this high level, and they can speak about themselves. And we have first success stories, and those who won in our competitions, they create their own business projects, and they understand that this is interesting for them, and we can change the format of our education, not only from the top, but also we can change these processes in our community. And also we should note that in the framework of our competition, there are some activities such as roundtables on professional orientation. We involve 5 sides: parents, business, educational institutions. They start to communicate. And you know that in the USA and in Europe, these are leading states in the sphere of professional orientation. And we should also join this process and to create a lead in this sphere. And now I give the floor to my colleague Andriy, and please, you are given the floor.
You have 4 minutes. Good afternoon. Continuing the statements of the previous speaker, I would like to mention that, like in many universities of Ukraine, much attention in our university we pay to the prof orientation, because formation of the business elite, future business elite, is impossible without early prof orientation. So we try to establish the continuous network between the school, the university, and business career. Thus, we strengthen our ties with schools, both traditionally based on conventional, so to say, methods like meetings, like presentations, like visits to schools. Besides that, we use also the so-called innovative methods of cooperation with the schools. Thus, we organize different contests, competitions, and tournaments. Our university possesses huge experience in organizing various professional contests and competitions for students, and quite often we manage to involve not just students but also their parents. We strongly believe that teenagers of 13, 14, 15 years old should be able to decide about the future direction of their career development. Currently, in line with new Ukrainian legislation, school graduates willing to enter the university are able to submit up to 15 applications to 15 different university specialties. This suggests that should be able to choose among big number of offered specialties. And our objective is to allow children to get necessary skills and knowledge to be able to make their choice. I am Yana. I am coordinator of the social projects of NGO Poruch. We decided to support this very project, the strategy of a firm strategy of the firm initiative for teenagers between 13 and 18 years old. Currently, when Ukraine finds itself in rather difficult conditions, the bringing up of children, keeping in mind their future development, is very important. And also, we believe that development of civil society, on the other hand, is also very important, and we should base it on formation of business elite, which is socially involved, socially responsible, and proactive. And thus our objective is that students learn how to make business and how to run business even from their school years, and would be able to generate new projects, ideas, and thus change their lives. Our organization Poruch has published such a brochure, 10 values of the volunteering movement in Ukraine, where one of the values is promoting SME development, and we carried out several lectures in the south of Ukraine devoted to patriotism, and we found out that school children are not involved into extra school work and extra school activities. That's why we decided to support this very project. Good morning, I'm Roksolana Levytska. Today I'm representing several organizations which got united with the aim to allow children to realize their personalities, individualities. I'm very grateful to Vadym, and I am happy that this initiative has become the national project. Now I'm representing All-Media company, which has been having the Trukhanov Island ghost camp, summer camp for children, and there are already 2 years when we have this camp in Trohanov Island near Kyiv, and this time when we expect to have up to 20 winners of the contest, which were mentioned, we will provide them an opportunity to stay in our camp, which is designed for all children and offers a high level of innovative entrepreneurship training. It also offers practical tests and practical internship for those children. This is a good program which stimulates personal development and offers high level of prof-orientation, allowing children to think about her own startup project. That is, our camp is a good venue, and moreover, it is free of charge for talented children. That's why we're interested to invite good partners. We welcome good partners. More detailed information could be found on our website. I believe that this project strategy of a firm is important for our country. I'm a member of the Public Council under the Ministry of Education. I participate in organization of various youth festivals like Sikorsky festivals. I clearly know that even when young people have a willing to participate, they do not know where to look for such project, or quite often parents are unable to finance their children's participation in any creative project. And I believe that early summer 2016, we will have some 20 bright personalities. We have just some minutes. Could you please say a couple of words? I invite my colleague Mykola, who will describe our outcomes from the last year. Could you please introduce yourself? I'm Mykola Bonder. I'm leader of Trohanov Ghost, and now about our summer camp. I think that for those winners, this will be a unique opportunity to get new knowledge here. I mean the knowledge which traditional educational system does not offer. Unfortunately, our narrowed specialization at schools do not prepare children to practical life, keeping in mind the war and the fact that combat grenades could be found in children's playgrounds in Kyiv. We should provide special training for children in civilian security, so to say. when our training is provided for IDPs who arrived from behind the contact line areas. They received knowledge, very useful knowledge for them. Also, we provide special trainings for chaplains going to the ATO's area. Etc. This was about survival skills, so to say. As for the entrepreneurs, we also can provide the children with good skills. We can select children and allow them to demonstrate what they can do. Thus, we will bring all our educational process into extra school format because currently Ukraine is in a very tough situation, and under these conditions, only such bright projects might allow us to survive and win. And I would encourage you to participate in our projects. Thank you, dear friends. See you next time, dear colleagues. Our next